Good morning, Finley Farms Falcons, and happy Tuesday. Today is February 13th, and we do have a few birthdays today. Happy birthday to Sammy A. in Miss Domingo's class, Aiden B. in Miss DeCapua's class, and our very own Miss Katie in our preschool class. I hope you all have wonderful birthdays today. We have open checkout this morning from 10 to 11. Please make sure you bring your badges for checkout. Azella testing is officially done. Please make sure you send your students for ELL classes. Kindness Week continues. Each day this week, we will have a kindness theme activity taking place during lunch recess. Stop by the Ramada and check it out. We will also have a kindness challenge going on all week. Get a kindness challenge card from your teacher or the front office and start completing kindness tasks. When you complete a kind task, ask an adult to sign off on the box. All kind tasks must be completed before you turn the card into the office. The kindness challenge card looks like this, and some of the kind tasks are: do a favor for someone without asking for anything in return, smile at 25 people, hold the door open for someone, and surprise a friend with a nice note. If your teacher doesn't have enough for you, we do have some in the office. I look forward to seeing lots of those turned in by our Falcons. Thank you to everyone who came out last night to support our PTO at their restaurant night at Texas Roadhouse. They appreciate all of that support, as do I. Valentine grams continue to be sold by our PTO. Today is the last day. If you are purchasing those online, the cutoff is 6 p.m. this evening. They are $1. You get the Valentine gram and a lollipop, and those will be delivered tomorrow for Valentine's Day. You can buy one, or you can buy as many as you want. You could even buy for your whole class. A couple of reminders about badges. Remember, badges are to be worn at all times when you are in the building. They do need to be worn on a lanyard that is breakaway. I've talked about that quite a bit. Make sure that if you did bring a lanyard from home, that it is a breakaway lanyard. If it is not, you need to make sure that you are wearing one of our school lanyards. If you have tied it so that it's a little bit shorter, you need to make sure that it is tied on the side and not in the back so that it is still breakaway. You do need to make sure that you have your badge if you are a bus rider so that you can scan it to get on the bus. Please make sure that you are taking care of it. Put it in a safe spot each day. If you don't ride the bus, leave it wherever your teacher asks you to leave it at the end of the day, whether you have a hook in your classroom or whether you leave it on your desk or in your desk or in a basket, whatever the procedure is in your classroom so that you don't lose it. If you take it home, put it in your backpack or in a safe spot so that you make sure you have it each day. It does cost money every time we have to replace a badge, a lanyard, one of the plastic pouches. So it is your responsibility to take care of those. Also, we have talked about that badges should not be worn at recess time. I have seen some students who have their badges and lanyards on at recess. That is a safety hazard, and you should not have your lanyards on at recess. So, teachers, please make sure that you work with your students to make sure that they do not take their badges and lanyards with them when they go out to recess, because that is a district policy that students should not have their lanyards and badges out at recess. Uh, some reminders about our restrooms and those rise expectations in our restrooms. We talked about that during our Rise walks. We have new restrooms this year that we want to make sure that we take good care of. Lately, we have seen a bunch of sand in our sinks, and we've had some issues with students twisting the faucets in our downstairs bathroom. We almost have had our water lines break because of students twisting the faucets. When you go to the restroom, you are there to use the restroom, wash your hand, and leave. It is not a place to hang out, it's not a place to play. You should not be twisting faucets, playing with soap, throwing things in the restroom. So please make sure that you are using those appropriately. Teachers, you should also be making sure that you have students using a sign out sheet or other way to make sure that you are keeping track of when students leave to use the restroom, so that if we need to go back and check times when students have left to use the restroom, if we have damage in the restrooms, to keep track of that, we do have a record. So students, make sure that you are using our restrooms appropriately so that we take good care of those. As always, Falcons, my expectation is that you are showing respect, integrity, service, and engagement all around campus, from your classrooms to the hallways, the cafeteria, the restrooms, the playground, and even on the bus. I hope you have a great day, Falcons.